Hey everybody and welcome. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Tommy Akridge, Tommy Akridge Designs. Today we're going to be making a French rolling pin for a person. They want ladybugs in it, so we're going to inlay some ladybugs in it and see how it turns out. Hopefully you can tell it's ladybugs. So let's get started. Gonna start out here with a little piece of mahogany. This here is a piece of maple. Thank you, baby.
The groceries up.
Okay.
I call your mom about 8 on.
Okay. Here I'm cutting the center out. I want to cut this gap out so my grain will be consistent all the way through, because I'm adding a piece of cherry and this maple on each side of it. I don't know if you can see, but on the back side there's a piece of wood there to give me a straight edge. What I'm doing is clamping it on each end, gluing in my pieces in the middle. That makes sure that it stays lined up the whole way. The paper's there to keep it from sticking to the other board. I'll glue it all together and then tighten them up a little bit, snug them up pretty tight. And then when I get finished, it'll be a clamp on the long end, and that clamp will move them all together. Even though they're clamped, it'll still pull it together. Here I'm cutting 245s, being careful to make sure that my distances are the same on both sides so that my pattern lines up. Here I'm gluing in a strip of maple. As you see here, I'm cutting out a section. That way the grains kind of still flow together with that gap. I planed them Purple Heart pieces so they'd be the same thickness. That's how I got my mark to cut out the section, a little gap in it. Gluing it up the same way I did the rest of them with the clamps. Kept it all in line, and I cut it off and ran the whole piece through the planer. You can tell by my clothes changing that it was several days that this took place. Here I'm just going to rough out this cylinder, and then I'm going to drill holes in it. Alright, let's drill some holes in this piece I just turned. Well, here I go, gluing in the first of many, many pieces. This will be the head, and then I'll drill the body out, which will drill out some of the head. You can see this piece got hot, and that was a good thing. It gave me a black ring around my piece, which helped define it in the wood. Now I'm drilling out the body, which is going to drill out about half of the head piece so that the head's not a full circle. Here I'm just cutting out a little groove to put a piece in and make it look like a split in the rear wings. You'd think I'd get that big red hat out of the way, wouldn't you? Sorry about that. If you look close, you can see well, if you can get that hat out of the way, you can see the Purple Heart and the other hardwoods. They're a little harder, so I zip through that mahogany, and then I get in them other places and it slows down. If you were wondering, that is not the finished product on the ladybugs. We're going to drill some more holes here in a minute. Here I started with 120, and then at the end I finished up with 1,000 in the walnut oil. Here you can see I'm just using that skew chisel a little bit. This piece vibrated so bad in the middle. Every now and then I had to hold it. As soon as I learned how to use this thing for sure, this job would have been so much easier and so much faster. So I'll keep practicing. I'll keep watching videos of pros, and I'll get it done. There I go with that hat in the way again. I should have turned it around backwards. Here I'm using a little bit of walnut oil. That's what the customer asked for. And when I get finished, I'll put a little beeswax on it and seal it up. This is always the part that makes everybody nervous. Makes me nervous. I was asked where I got this brand from. I actually got this iron from Lowe's, and this little round piece was in it. What I did is I took the front of it and I drew my logo that I want on it, and then I took my Dremel and I dremeled out everything that wasn't Sharpie, and that's how I came up with this. Okay, here's our finished product. Hopefully they look like ladybugs. I hope so. Anyway, I'm kind of limited to the size I can turn on my lathe. I would like to have been a little longer, but I just can't do it. Come October though, I'm getting a brand new lathe from Robust. I'm getting the Sweet 16. And I cannot wait for it to get here because I'll be able to turn a lot longer and up to 32 inches in diameter. So I'm looking forward to that. I want to thank Carl Jacobson. Went through him and bought it. Carl's a great guy. He's very knowledgeable. He helped me in the sale and helped me in discussing what it is I wanted and what I'm looking forward to when it comes. Skew chisel. I used a skew chisel a little bit. I'm not really that up to date on the skew chisel. I really haven't practiced enough, to be honest with you, and I learned really how to sharpen them as good as they need to be. It's something I am practicing with, and I just want to try to do a little bit of it on this, and you'll see that I played with it a little bit. I didn't want to mess this up, so for the most part I used my other tools. But I want to thank everybody for watching, thank all my new subscribers, and I'll try to get back with another one pretty soon. Thank you for watching.